following is a class from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Volume 8, Chapter 20, Text 121 through 124, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, recorded in November of 1966 in New York.
Devichisa gunamayi mama maya duratya Devichisa gunamayi mama maya duratya Mami vaja prapaddante maya metang tarantite. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that this is the condition, suffering condition of the living entity, and he can be rescued by the mercy of sadhu, saintly persons, the scriptures, and the spiritual master. They are prepared to bestow their mercy upon everyone, provided people like to take their instruction and mercy. That is the condition. And in the Bhagwat Gita, the same thing is confirmed in the 7th chapter, Devichisa gunamayi mama maya duratya. The influx of the disturbances created by this material nature under different forms is very stringent. So anyone who wants to be rescued from these miseries, he should surrender unto the Supreme Law. Mami vaja prapaddante maya metang saranti. This maya has got two kinds of influence. Prakhyavatmika, avaranatmika. Avaranatmika means we are already covered by the illusion. Although we are suffering, in every state we are thinking that we are happy. Just the day before, yesterday, the lady, and she says that, oh, the temperature was so high that I could not tolerate it. I could not live. The next moment she says, oh, I don't feel any unhappiness. This is called prakhyavatmika. First thing is that I am so much illusion that I am just like the animals. They are suffering so much, but they have no knowledge that they are suffering. But human beings who are above them, they can understand that what sort of suffering there is. The animal is being taken to the slaughterhouse, but it does not know, due to ignorance. So this is called avaranatmika, covering influence of the material nature. And there is another influence. Suppose one is trying to come out of the covering, prakhyavatmika, it throws. Oh, why you are trying for this? You are very happy. Why do you think? Why you are so much pessimistic of this life? Just work hard and enjoy life, that's all. So these things are going on. Actually, we are suffering and we are in dangerous position step by step. But by the influence of this material external energy, we are covered. Illusion. We are thinking, yes, I am very happy. And if somebody tries to come out of it, then he is also advised by the material nature, oh, why you are doing all this nonsense? You are very happy. Javat jive sukham jive. The atheistic theory. The atheists, nowadays they are atheists, not that. The atheist class of men, there are always. Maybe number of the atheists are now greater than before, but there was a great atheist in India. There are 6 kinds of philosophical theses. Out of the atheism is also one of them. that atheism, and Charvak Muni, he was Charvak Muni, the leader of the atheists. His theory was that Rinam Katya Kritam Pivet. Just beg, borrow or steal, you must eat butter. Never mind. Rinam Katya Kritam Pivet, Javad Jivet Sukham Jivet. So long you shall live, you must live very comfortably. Then one may say, oh, I beg, borrow, steal, and we'll suffer the same. If I borrow, if I cannot pay, if I commit sin, if I commit burglary. No. The Chanakya, the Charvak Muni replied, Vashibhutasya dehasya kuta punaragana bhavet. Well, when your body will be burnt into ashes, who is coming here and who is going to be responsible? Don't think of it. So this is atheistic theory. They don't believe that there is transmigration of the soul. He has to take another body, and he has to take body according to his work. And there are 8,400,000 of different kinds of bodies, and human body is the most benefactory. They do not know all these things. So this is called avaranatmika, covering influence. That is covering influence and throwing influence. Out of these two influences, one can come out if he agrees to surrender unto the Supreme Law. Otherwise there is no other way. He'll be always covered or be thrown again. Daividjisa gunamai mama maya duratya mami vaja prapaddante mayame tang sarantite. Lord Krishna says in the Bhagwat Gita, anyone who surrenders unto me fully, he alone can get rid of these two kinds of influence from one. Others cannot. Maya mukti jiver nahi Krishna sthiti gyan, jivere kripai kaila Krishna veda puran. This, I mean to say, illusion, Maya mukti, illusion, living entity, they have forgotten. They have forgotten their relationship with the Supreme Law. Mostly, what is God? Somebody says God is dead. So these things are going on. So not now. Now the number has increased. It is always, so long the world is there, the material world is there, this sort of thing is going on. So Maya Mugdha, illusioned by this external energy, they have no memory how they are connected with the Supreme Law. They have no memory. They are forgotten. That there is something like God, altogether they are forgotten by the illusion. Yes. Mahamukta jiver nahi Krishna satigyan. And just to revive their memory, Krishna, jivere kripaya kaila Krishna Veda Puran. Veda Puran. Veda means Vedic literature. Veda, real literal meaning is, Veda means knowledge. Vetti Veda Vida Jnane. There is a Sanskrit root, Vidhatu. From that Vidhatu, Veda. Veda means knowledge. And Purana. Purana means supplementary. Vedic instruction described in story form, that is called Purana, story. This Bhagwat is also one of the Mahapurana. Mahapurana means that the science of Krishna is described in story form. This is called Purana. People better understand in story and history. Lord Chaitanya says, because people in general, by the influence of the illusory energy, they have forgotten their eternal relationship with the Supreme Lord. Therefore, the Lord himself, as Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas, Krishna Dvaipayana Vyas is considered to be a powerful incarnation of Krishna. unless he was an incarnation, it is not possible to write so many books. There are 18 Puranas and 4 Vedas and 108 Upanishads and Vedanta, then Mahabharata, then Srimad Bhagavatam. Then each of them contains thousands and thousands and millions of verses. So we cannot imagine that a man can write in that way, is it? So Vedabhyas is considered to be incarnation of Krishna, and he was very powerful in writing. And the Mahabharata itself is so many, it's a big book, and each Puran contains thousands and thousands of verses. So these are his gifts. So Krishna, means Krishna, Dvaipayana back, he has done, because sadhu, those are saintly persons. They're always thinking of the miseries of the people in general. They are not meditating for their own purpose. They are writing books. They are thinking how to establish them in such a way so that they can properly utilize the human form of life. That is their business. Sadhu means that they are always compassionate with the sufferings of the people in general. That is sadhu. Because they are devotees. The Lord comes. Jada jadai dharma satvani bhavati bharata. Whenever there is, when the nature's law is so stringent that if you violate a little, then you have to suffer. There is no mercy. There is no mercy. So, as we go on violating the laws of nature, the nature's law is so made that the nature is giving you a chance to be Krishna conscious. That is the whole program. And as soon as you deviate from that law, then you are put into trouble. So we are passing in that way. So the sadhu, the pious, the devotees of the Lord, out of their compassion, they write books, what they have heard in the disciplic succession, they do not manufacture. These Vedas, so what is written by Vyasa, you don't think that he has manufactured something. No. Formally, the Vedic knowledge was simply spoken by the spiritual master, and the disciple simply heard it. Therefore, the Veda is known as Shruti. There is no need of books. They are so, their memory was so sharp that once heard they could remember. The life was so nice that in the advancement of Kali Yuga, and as I have several times described, that this memory will be decreased. People will be less memorial. Their memory will be very short. They'll forget. Just like the lady was at once forgets. One moment she says that, oh, it was terrible heat, and next moment says, oh, I don't feel any unhappiness. That is forgetful. The memory will be so short that people will forget. Just like the animals, they forget. There is no memory. In some of the animals there is no mind. That is also analyzed in the Bhagwat Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. So, memory shortened. So just to give us remembrance again, the books, the Vyasa, he wrote those Vedic traditions into books. Vyasa is the first man who wrote this Vedic knowledge into writing. Before that, there was no writing. Only by hearing, by memory, the students will grasp the whole thing and coming down, tradition, Shruti, by hearing. The Jivere Kripaya Koila Krishna Vedu Purana. Sadhu Guru Atma Rupe Apanare Janan Krishna Maur Prabhu Trata Jiver Hoy Gan. So what is the utility of this Vedic knowledge? By understanding, by hearing from authorized sources or by reading from authorized sources, the forgetful living entity will come to his senses. That is the purpose. He will come to his sense. Oh, my position is this, and I am suffering in this way. So, Shastra, Guru, Atma Rupe, Apanare Jana. So, Krishna, or the Supreme Lord, is always anxious to revive the memory of these forgotten souls, conditioned souls. Then how he revives? He revives in Shastra. Shastra means scripture. Shastra, Guru, spiritual master. Shastra, Guru, Atma Rupe. And sometimes he comes himself or as Paramatma or the super soul. He is giving you instruction from within as Paramatma. He is sending you suitable spiritual masters so that you can have instruction without. And the books are, the scriptures are there. So many facilities the Lord has created. Therefore, the human form of life is meant for utilizing all these facilities. In the animal form of life, there is no facility. They cannot read Shastra, they cannot understand scripture, they cannot take the advantage of a bona fide spiritual master, they cannot consult within with God. They have no this capacity. Their consciousness is so undeveloped that it is not possible to utilize all these facilities. But in the human form of life, we can utilize all these facilities. The Shastras are there, the Vedas are there, scriptures are there, and still, although it is the age of Kali, still those who are following the disciplic succession, there is bona fide spiritual master also, Shastra Guru, and Atma, and over all the Paramatma. The Paramatma, the super soul, Krishna as super soul is sitting within your heart, along with you. And as soon as, by the instruction of the scripture and direction of the spiritual master, you begin sincerely something, the Paramatma from within you, he will speak. Yes, now you are right. He will speak to you. In the Bhagwat Gita it is clearly, Tisam satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhijugam tam jena mam upajanti te. Tisam satatayuktanam. Those, the spiritual master's duty is to lead a person, a forgotten soul, to the right way in terms of the Shastra and Scripture. And when he begins sincerely and with love and seriously, then the next stage is that God within, who is sitting within you, he dictates, yes, we do like this, we do like this. So in every respect, the Lord is trying to help us. But we are so much stubborn, we don't like to take advantage of this. Oh, he says, why shall I take all this? I am very happy. There is a story in the Bhagwat. The one, Indra, the king of heaven, he was condemned by his spiritual master, Brihaspati, that you are so foolish, you should have become a hog. So, see, he became a hog. So, after some days, when the throne of the heaven, the kingdom was vacant, Brahma went to reclaim this hog, Indra, come to your place. So, when the hog was requested that you are Indra, why you are suffering now, you come, I have come. So the hog says, oh, I do not know what I am Indra. I have got my responsibility. I cannot leave this place. Just see, even the hog, you can just imagine what is the standard of his living. He thinks also that I am very happy. I am very happy. This truly thing. and this nasty place. And I have got very comfortable life. But this is the Prakyavadika. So, the Sadhu Shastra, the God himself comes, he sends his confidential servant, he sends his son to reclaim us, and we should take advantage of this facility and make our lives successful. That should be the aim of human life. Thank you very much. No, there is time. वेद शास्त्र कहे संबंध अविधेय प्रयोजन कृष्ण प्राप्त संबंध भक्ति प्राप्तिर साधन. Now, what is the subject matter of this Vedic scripture? That is summarily summarized by Lord Chaitanya. Ved Shastra kahe sambandha, avideya, prayojan. There are three things in the Vedic scripture. What is that? The first thing is, what is my relationship with God? Or what is my relationship with this world? Or what is my relationship with this nature? This thing is described. Then, as soon as you understand your relationship, then your action begins according to. Just like two businessmen. They want to do some business. They want to do mutually, they want to do some business. And what is the aim of business? To make some profit. Both of them are interested in making some profit. Without profit, there is no question of business. So first, if the profit is aim, then the two business first come to a contract or agreement. This is called sambandha, relationship. Yes, you are supplier, I am purchaser. And he is supplying this way, I shall purchase this. The agreement. This is called relationship. And after the sign of the agreement, when actually the activities begin, supply and purchase, that is called avidya. And avidya means why they are doing this business? There's some profit. So the profit, there must be, otherwise nobody interested. The same thing is there also in the Vedas. First of all, we have to understand what is my relationship with God or this world or the nature. We must understand first this. And when we understand this, this is my relationship, then my actual work will begin. That is avidya. And after executing that prescribed duty, the result is that I get my relationship with the Supreme Lord revived. These three things are described in the Vedas. There is no other thing. So, there are different kinds of knowledge in the Vedas. There is a vast knowledge, even how we shall live in this material world, that is also described. Even medicine, the science of medicine is also described in Vedas, that is called Ayurveda. The science of military science also described there in the Vedas, that is called Dhanurveda, Yajurveda, so many Vedas there are. And ultimately, the knowledge is there, how to understand the supreme absolute truth and how to get yourself revived. These are the subject matter of Vedas. So, in the Bhagwat Gita also, the Lord says, Veda is sadvai aham eva vedyam. The ultimate purpose of Veda is to understand Krishna. Ultimate Veda is sadvai aham eva vedyam. So, Krishna or the Sadhu and Shastra does not stop your material activities, because you have to act materially. So long you have got this material body. So they give regulations how you should act, so that ultimately you can reach to Krishna. So if we follow the regulations given in the Vedas, then automatically we reach to the highest stage of perfection. That is the purpose of Veda. Therefore, you'll find defined subject matter dealt in Vedas. And unless we have a bona fide teacher of the Vedas, it is very difficult to understand Vedic language and take advantage of it. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya says that the subject matter of the Vedas we must understand. And what is the subject matter? That we must know our relationship with God or with each other or with this nature or this world. Then what is our action, regulated action, then the praja, the ultimate goal of life is reached. Krishna prapta sambandha, bhakti praptir sadhana. The ultimate end is to reach Krishna or to get Krishna. Ultimate end. And that is confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Vedista sarvai ahameva vedam. The ultimate purpose of the Vedas is to reach Krishna. That's all. So, this is the ultimate goal of life, and Vedas describe this, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is describing also. We can come to this point gradually. Thank you very much.
The following is a class from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Volume 8, Chapter 20, Text 131 through 136, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, recorded in November of 1966 in New York.
Now, the poor man asked the astrologer, yes, what you say is right. I have heard also that my father is a very rich man and he has left some money for me. But where he has kept, I do not find. Will you please let me know how I can find it out? So, the astrologer, the perfect astrologer is called Sarvagya. Sarvagya means he knows past, present and future. The real astrologer means he will tell you about your past life and he will tell you about your present life and your future life. There is a system of astrology in India which is called Bhudusanti. Any man will go and if the expert in Bhudusamhita science will at once tell you what you were in your past life, how you are acting in the present life, and what is your next life. Therefore, perfection of astrology is in the Bhudusamhita and they are called Sarvagya. And in the whole Indian system, as soon as child is born, an expert astrologer will be called for, and there is a ceremony, Jata Karma, just after the birth. Just like before giving birth to the child, there was some ceremony which is called Gandhana ceremony. And between the birth-giving ceremony and the child is born, there are two other ceremonies. There is Adhavakha. So, after the birth of the child, the astrologer is called for, and he begins to tell about the future of the boy. In Srimad Bhagwatam, when Maharaj Parikshit was born, his father was dead, his grandfather. You know, his father was only 16 years old when the boy was in the womb of his mother. In the battlefield, he died. So, when the child was born, the grandfather was John and his elder brother. They were very much anxious to know how this child will become in future. Because a responsible king, they wanted to know whether the child is worth to our family. So, everything was spoken that is described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So this child will be like this. And it was foretold that at the last stage of his life, he will be cursed by a Brahmin and will die out of snake bite. This child will die by snake bite. That was our foretold. And because the Brahmin boy cursed him that within 7 days the king will die by snake bite. That's a long story. Therefore, Maharaj Parikshit was not very old, but he understood that I am to die by snake bite. So let me get free from this royal responsibility. He at once handed over his kingdom to his son and went to the bank of the Ganges and sat down there, died without taking any food and drink for 7 days. And he asked Srimad Bhagavatam from the authoritative source of Sukadeva Goswami, and he died at the end of 7 days. A snake came and so this astrological calculation was there and still there are. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, when Srimad Bhagavatam was written, it was 5,000 years before, it is stated there that in the beginning of Kali Yuga, there will be Buddha avatar incarnation. Bhavishya means there will appear. These are shastra, these are astronomical calculations, everything perfect. Other day, when I was discussing about Sanatana Goswami, now even an ordinary hotel keeper, he kept an astrologer who told the hotel keeper that this man has got $8 golden. This is astrologer. Even a thief could be conducted by guided by astrologer and what to speak of others. So that was their system in India. So that example is being placed here by Lord Chaitanya, that Veda, that is astrology for your guidance. For your guidance, the scripture is your astrologer. He knows your future, he knows your past. Therefore he should consult. He should consult for our guidance. Now the astrologer is supposed to give some instructions before night. এই স্থানে আছে ধন বলি দক্ষিণে খুদিবে হিমরুল বরলি উঠিবে ধন না পাই. Now, the astrologer says, is giving him, it is figurative, that if you want to search out the absolute truth by ritualistic method, mostly people are attached to the particular faith and its ritualistic method. They consider this is all everything. Vedavada Pratha, Nannada Siti Vadi. They think that performing this ritual of a particular religion and faith, that is all. No more. So, Lord Chaitanya says, Lord Chaitanya in the shape of that astrologer says that if you follow the figurative, it is being figurative, that he is searching after the wealth left by his father. Similarly, we have got our father, the Supreme, and he is the Supreme Proprietor of everything. Now, if we try to find out our father's and father's property by the ritualistic process, there are ritualistic processes in every religion and every scripture. But if we stick to that, then the result will be that I will be entrapped by such fanaticism, and it will be not possible to make progress. This is called Dakshina system. Dakshina means if he is giving him instruction that your house is bounded by east side, west side, north side, and south side. See, if you go to the south, south is translated into Sanskrit Dakshin. And dakshin also means giving something to the priest in respect of his service for performing rituals. So this is figuratively used, dakshina. Dakshina means priesthood. If you follow the priesthood, then the result will be that bhimru baruli utibe bhonnatayu. There are some poisonous insects which will bite you, and you will not be able to dig out the wealth left by your father. So this poisonous effect is that the priesthood, they are for business. They will never give you the right thing, and not it is in their power. Not it is in their power. That is going on. But if you find out, if you want to find out the absolute truth through this righteous and priesthood, then the result will be that you will be bitten by some poisonous insect, and your attempt will be unsuccessful. পশ্চিমে ক্ষুদিবে তাহা যক্ষ এক হয় সেই বিঘ্ন মানে হাত না পড়ে. Then again, the system of aham-graha-pasana, pantheism, philosophical speculation, pantheism, monism, atheism, agnosticism, so many isms that are. If you follow this ism, there is a jokha, there is another danger. You will not get any information of the absolute truth. Uttare khudve ache krishna ajagare, dhon nahi pare khudite vive samare. The uttar means uttar mimamsa. There is a philosophy which is called karma mimamsa. Karma mimamsa means, so there is no need of making your relationship with God. God is supreme, accepted, but He is bound to give you the result of your honest work. This is another philosophy. So, you work honestly. This is moral principle. If you stick to the moral principle, ethics and moral, then you will be entrapped by this brightness that, I am very moral. I do not speak lies. I do not steal. I treat with my neighbors very nicely. So I have no necessity to touch someone. I am quite all right. That means this mundane moralist. If you become mundane moralist, or if you become mundane philosopher, or if you stick to the ritualistic process of your particular faith, then there is no hope of reaching to the absolute. Mundane and scriptural ritualistic way and dry speculative philosophy and mundane morality. Just like Arjuna and his brother. Eldest brother, Maharaj Yudhishthira, he was very moralist. Dharmaraj, his name was the king of religious principles, Dharmaraj. Krishna himself advised him that you go to Brahmacharya and tell him a lie, that your son is dead. Your son is dead. Now, Maharaj Yudhishthira, he was a mundane moralist. You know, how can I tell lie? How can I tell lie? I have never spoken lie in my life. So there was some argument, of course, which was why it was, some compromise was made between there in the camp. So he became a mundane moralist. He did not consider that the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is asking me to tell lie. So he could not transgress his moral principles, so he could not become a devotee of Krishna. he considered mundane morality. So it was not possible for him to become a Krishna conscious. He could not take Krishna's order as the supreme. But Arjuna, he did in the beginning, he was hesitating to fight and kill his kinsmen. And when he understood that Krishna wants this fight, he decided, yes, I shall do it. This is Krishna. So these are the principles. If we stick to the particular type of ritualism, because I confess a particular type of faith, and my faith describes this sort of ritualism, I must follow. When you stick to that, you cannot make any progress. And if you go on simply philosophizing, this isn't, that isn't, that isn't, nonsense, then also you will not be. And if you become mundane moralist, then also you will not be. You have to become transcendental. So all these mundane principles, then it will be possible to become perfectly Krishna. So, it is not translation, because as soon as you become really Krishna conscious, then you become off. You become a philosopher, you become a ritualistic, you become actually moralist. What is the standard of morality? Can you explain? What is the standard of morality? Can you explain? Can anyone of you say? Have you got any idea? What is the standard of morality? The standard of morality is to obey the Supreme. There is standard. Standard of morality does not mean that you manufacture something morality out of your concoction. No. Standard of morality is to obey the Supreme. That is standard of morality. Example is just like the state. The state has law that if you commit murder, then you will be hanged. It is immoral. If you commit theft, then you will be punished. But when the state says that you go and become a spy and become a thief and bring out this document from the enemy's camp, that is violence. If you kill a man, he will be hanged. By the state order, if you kill an enemy, hundreds of enemies, he will be awarded gold medal. So if you stick to the principle, theft and murder, and do not follow the state order, you will be considered what is called tyrant, or what is that? Threat. So if in our practical experience we see to obey the order of the Supreme is morality, standard of morality, don't you think to obey the supermost Supreme, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, to obey Him, that is morality. That is morality. So if you stick to the mundane principle, then it will not be. Therefore, the astrologer advises the poor man, যে পূর্ব দিকে তাকে মাটি অল্প খুঁড়িতে ধনের ঝাড়ি করিবে তোমার হাতে। In other words, that if you get this process of Krishna consciousness, devotional service, a slight attempt will give you the treasury house of the world. A slight attempt. Salpam api yasya dharmasya prayate bhuta. This is the only path. Bhaktyamam abhijanati javan yacchami tattva. In Bhagwat Gita is point that if you actually want God, then you have to follow this process, Krishna consciousness, and transcendental loving service to the Supreme Lord. That will make you successful. If you execute little percentage of this process, then you will touch at once. Oh, here is, at least you will know, oh, here is a hidden box containing the treasure. Now, gradually, you open it and then enjoy. But at once you will get the information, here is this thing. So, this is the process. वैसे शास्त्र कहे कर्म ज्ञान योग इत्यादि. Now, Lord Chaitanya is explaining these systems, different systems, ritualistic, philosophical, meditation, morality, all these. Shastra कहे. The real Vedic instruction is just like, what is Veda? Veda means the words of the law. That is Veda. Gita means the words of the law. God says, let there be light. God says, let there be creation. These words are scripture. Now, one who takes up, just like sound is transmitted from a certain place, and one who captures by the machine, he gets the information. Similarly, Veda means the instruction transmitted by the Supreme Lord, and there are capable personalities, just like Brahma, they capture it, and that is diffused, either in writing or by tradition, by hearing. That is scripture. The words of God. Now, here, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is personally speaking Bhagavad Gita. Is it not Veda? That is Veda. That is real Veda. Sarva Upanishadi, the Gita Mahatma is said, this is the essence of all Veda. This is Vedanta. But simply by studying Bhagavad Gita, one becomes a learned scientist in the science and thought. So Shastra ka hai, and what that Shastra, the essence of all Shastra, essence of all teacher, asks us to do. The Shastra says, the Lord says, Sarva Dharman Parityaja Mami Tam Saranam. Give up everything. Just surrender. This is the most confidential part of knowledge. So give up everything means there are different processes. Different processes, ritualistic processes, different religious processes, philosophical processes, and meditation. So many. Give up. Simply surrender to Krishna. The Lord Chaitanya is stressing on that point that Parichya Shastra ka hai karma jnana yoga type. Karma means general activities and moral principles. That is called karma. Karma means, real karma means that you have to live. So you have to work. So work in such a way that you may not be stingy. Just like an honest businessman. He works according to the law. He does not play any blackmailing. And he pays the proper income tax to the government and the other taxes. He does nicely. This is called karma. You have to live. Without working you cannot live. But you work in such a way so that you may not be entangled. That is called karma. Now, this work is not a solution of your human life. You can get some morsel of bread and eat and drink and sleep and just enjoy your life and die by passion of that. And then you take with you the result of your good work or bad work. That is not solution. Then the next stage is, above this karma, this ordinary general people, there is a class. They are thinkers. Well, this is the solution of life. The thinkers, some of them are dry thinkers. They have no knowledge, but they think only. They do not get the source of knowledge from higher authorities. They manufacture their own. So apart from that, those are bona fide thinkers. They are called jnani. Jnani means that this process of karma cannot make solution of life. Now, they put some philosophical thesis that this is the solution. They are called jnani. And the others, yogi, they meditate. So what they meditate? Not they meditate falsely. They meditate, they concentrate the whole senses and put the focus in the soul and the super soul. So their endeavor is to re-establish the super soul who is sitting in my heart. That's yoga system. So all the systems can be adjusted only in one system, Krishna consciousness. That is the version of all the Shastras, all the Vedas. Lord Chaitanya also confirms that Vaithe Shastra Pahi Karma Jnana Yoga Taji Bhakti Krishna Vasaya Bhakti Taye Bhaja. If you want Krishna, if you want God, then you don't try to follow all these processes. You just try to follow devotional service. Bhakti. Krishna consciousness. That will please Krishna. And then by his pleasing, he will reveal to you. He reveals to you. God being pleased with your sincere service and love, he will let you know, just like Arjuna is being instructed by the Supreme Lord. And he said, my dear Arjuna, I am speaking to you the most confidential part of knowledge. So, if he become friends like Arjuna to Krishna, then Krishna will reveal himself. As he is revealing himself, I am this, I am that, I am this, I am that. So, if you actually want to re-establish your lost relationship with Krishna and God, then you have to adopt this Krishna consciousness, nothing more. Thank you.
Next is a class from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Volume 8, Chapter 20, Text 137 and 138, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, recorded in November of 1966 in New York.
Asankam dharma buddhava na sadhyaya sapastyava yatha bhakti mamojita. So Lord Chaitanya explained to the poverty-stricken man that simile, the astrologer is foretelling about the poverty-stricken man that you are a very rich man's son, your father has got so much wealth, but you do not know, therefore you are suffering. To be poor man in this world, material world, is a curse for ordinary general people. Those who are spiritually enriched, they have nothing to do with this poverty or richness of this material world. But those who are under the concept of material life, poverty is a curse for them. So, living entity, they are not meant for being poverty-stricken, because they are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Provider. Therefore, he had, by his birthright, to enjoy the God's property. That is the law. But under the spell of illusion, we have forgotten our relationship with the Supreme Father. Therefore we are suffering. This is the diagnosis. Now we have to find out how to go home, back to home, back to Godhead. That should be the mission of human life. Never mind under what circumstances and why we are in contact with this material world, but we should come to this point by the instruction of the astrologer like Vedic literature. Just like the astrologer is giving hint to the poor man, similarly, the Vedic literature is also giving us hint, astrological instruction, that we can become the richest by reviving our lost relationship with our Father. So, that process of reviving, there are different paths, different rituals. So, Lord Chaitanya says that no other method, not Chaitanya, but the Vedic literature says. So, he is quoting one evidence from Srimad Bhagavatam, Nasadhayati Manga Yoga. The Lord says that the yoga process cannot achieve success in reaching me. No Sankhya. Sankhya means philosophical speculation. That also cannot reach me. No Dharma. Dharma means religious principles. Uddhava, oh my dear Uddhava, this is an instruction, just like Lord Krishna gave instruction to Arjuna in the Bhagwat Gita. Similarly, he gave instruction to one of his cousin brothers whose name was Uddhava, and that is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam. So in course of that instruction, he says, my dear Uddhava, yoga cannot achieve me, neither Sankhya. Sankhya means, yoga means, real yoga means connect, plus. Real yoga means plus, addition. Just like in mathematics, we have got addition and subtraction. So at the present moment, we are in subtraction. God minus myself. I have no sense of God. Therefore, I am in minus condition. So yoga means God plus I. That is the real meaning of yoga. So long I was God minus, now God plus. But you must always remember, in the spiritual, absolute sense, God plus me is also God. And God minus me is also God. When I am minus, that does not mean God has lost some of his capacity. No, he is full. And when I am plus, it does not mean that God has increased in some capacity. No. A very good example is given, Apujyamana Salapratishtha, just like the ocean, Atlantic Ocean, during summer season, rainy season, millions of tons water is evaporated by the sun to create clouds. But if you see the Atlantic Ocean, it is the same. Similarly, after rainy season, millions of tons of water are poured into the ocean by overflow of rivers, but still you see, the ocean is the same. In the material world, if you can find out such thing, that an ordinary ocean, I say ordinary because there are millions of oceans floating in the air. Therefore, we should not be very much astonished to see the Atlantic Ocean. Within this space, even within this material space, you have got millions and trillions of oceans like Atlantic, just like a drop of water or less than that, an atomic portion of water, they are floating in the air. That is the potency of God. So, yoga means God plus myself. Plus myself. The system is those who are too much engrossed with this bodily conception of life, for them, yoga system is very good because it is a practice to withdraw the senses from their engagement in the external world to the inside. Satya and Yam Yam Asan Pranayam Dhyan Dharana Pratyahar Samadhi. There are 8 different stages of yoga practice. The first practice is Yam. Yam Yam. Under regulative principle, one has to try, endeavor to control the senses. About eating, about sleeping, about working, these are called Yam Yam. Then there are different kinds of sitting postures. They are called asana. So Yam Yam means the first principle of yoga is to abstain from sex life. That is real yoga. Those who are indulging in sex life, intoxication, and so many nonsense things, they have no chance for any success in yoga. This is called Yam Yam. And then after controlling, after sitting, then one has to sit nicely in a secluded place, in a sanctified place, and sit straight with your neck, head and the body in one straight line. Then you have to see the tip of your nose without closing your eyes and not opening your eyes. If you open your eyes, then all these material manifestation will disturb you, and if you close your eyes, then you snap. I've seen so many yogis doing that. Yes. So these are the process. Then concentration of the mind. Then what is the purpose of concentrating the mind? Just to find out myself where I am within this body. And then find out where is Lord. This is the perfection of yoga. Simply that I am doing all nonsense all day and night, and I am attending yoga class, paying $5 to the class, and I am thinking, oh, I am a great yogi. This is all nonsense. Yoga is not so easy thing, you see. So simply, this is simply exploiting the so-called societies. I tell frankly, the society of the cheater and the cheated. This is not the process of yoga. So, yoga process is very difficult at the present moment. Yoga, because it is stated in the Vedic literature, that is an approved method. That's all right. But that method is very difficult in the modern age to perform. What to speak of us, even 5,000 years before, when the circumstances were more favorable and people are not so polluted and they were advanced in so many things, still at that time a personality like Arjuna, he refused when Krishna asked him that you become a yogi like this. He said, it is not possible for me. It is not possible for me. So, this is an over endeavor to practice yoga in this age, which was refused by a personality like Arjuna. So yoga is not at all possible. It was possible in the Satya Yuga, when every man was in the modes of goodness. Every man was highly elevated. The yoga process is meant for the highly elevated personality, not for ordinary man. So, even that yoga practice is done very nicely and perfectly, that cannot take you to the Supreme Law. that is denied here. What to speak of this pseudo-yoga process? Even if you perform it rightly, even if you do it nicely, perfectly, still you cannot reach God. That is denied here. Na sadhaiti man yoga, na sankhya. Sankhya means just discriminate what is spirit and what is matter. That is called sankhya. Sammakhyapayati. So, by philosophical speculation, this process is, now, what is that philosophical speculation? What is this material world? They are divided into 24 parts, this material world. What are those? The first thing is that what we see, the 5 material elements, the earth, water, fire, air, ether, these are material elements. These are studied. Then, finer than the ether is the mind, then finer than the mind is the intelligence, and finer than the intelligence, Manabuddhi ahankar. Ahankar means ego. Ego, false conception that I am this matter. These are 8 elements. Then, your senses, 5 working senses and 5 knowledge acquiring senses, just like our eyes, ear, tongue, and all the 5 senses, they are acquiring knowledge. And 5 senses, just like hands, legs, and evacuating whole genital, these are 5 senses by which we are enjoying or suffering. And the 5 objects of senses. What is that? Form, rupra, taste, smell, rupra, gandha, sabda, sound, spursh or touch. So these 5. So 5 plus 11 and mind. 5 plus 11 equal to 16, and these 8 elements, 24. The whole material world is analyzed into 24 parts. That analytical study is called Samkhya. Sammakhyapayati iti Samkhya. Complete, full analysis of these, whatever you have experienced. And above that, that spirit soul. Above that. Because these 24 elements, they are combination. Whatever we are thinking, whatever we are seeing in this material world, they are combination of these 24 elements. And above that, there is the soul. And above that, there is God. So, Sankhya, those are simply analyzing this material world. They cannot find out what is soul. Sankhya means the material scientist, you may call. Material scientists, they are simply studying this material object. They have no information about that. They have no information. Now, I am talking with you. So, they cannot explain what is that thing which is talking. They cannot analyze this body. Medical doctor, after dissecting this body, they cannot find out what is the spiritual force, what is working, that they cannot. So, because they cannot find out even the particles of the Supreme Lord. We, living entities, we are all particles of the Supreme Lord. So if they cannot find out the particles, what? There is chance to find out God. So they cannot also find out God. Neither this yogi, they cannot find out the Supreme Lord. Neither these materialists who are simply analyzing these material elements, they cannot. Not Sankhya, Dharma, Dharma means rituals. Everyone has got some faith, and faith means just like Hindus are going to the church, in the temple, and the Christians are going to the church, or Muslims they are going to the mosque, with the idea that here is God. That is of course beginning, it's nice. But because they are trapped in simply the rituals, they have no other further knowledge, so that also cannot help to reach, because they are trapped. Every religious faith, because of course that conviction must be there, but they do not try to make any further advance. They think that here it is ended. Everything is ended here. Therefore they cannot make any progress. Please sit down, don't. So they cannot also. Then Sadhaya. Sadhaya means study of this Vedic literature. Without any guidance, just like so many ladies and gentlemen, they purchase books from the market. They have heard that Bhagwat Gita is very nice book. So Sadhaya means studying the scripture, studying the Vedic literature, that is called Sadhaya. Sadhaya. And Tapa. Tapa means penance. Somebody is fasting, somebody is in the solitary place, in the jungle, they are meditating. So many, there are process of penances and austerities and tyaga and renunciation. Renunciation, just like sannyasi, renounced order of life. So Lord says, all these processes, the yoga process, the Sankhya process, the ritualistic process, or studying the Vedas, or undergoing severe type of penance and austerities, all these processes combined together as individually, they are not suitable for achieving me. They are not. So practically, every process is condemned here by the superior. Condemned in this sense that they can approach to a certain degree, certain extent towards the final goal. But that process will never be able to achieve to the final goal unless this devotional process is added there. Plus this must be the devotional, the Krishna consciousness. Because ultimate aid is Krishna, the Supreme Lord, as we have several times discussed that verse from the Bhagavad Gita. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapaddate. After many births, those who are actually intellectual, they come to me and surrender to God, that here is Vasudeva Sarvamiti, God is everything, then he surrenders. So one has to come. Maybe you go by the yoga process, maybe you go by the philosophical process, maybe you go by the ritualistic process, maybe that you go by penances and by study. But unless you reach to this point of Krishna consciousness, your attempt, not failure, but there are different degrees. The people are satisfied with that different degrees only. They hardly try to reach the final goal. But if anyone wants to reach the final goal, then he has to take this process of Krishna consciousness. Bhakti, Gita. That process alone can take you to the Supreme Lord. So those who are intelligent, they take this simple process. Now, especially in this age, even you cannot perform any other process. You cannot perform perfectly yoga. You cannot perform the religious rituals neither you can study. The circumstances are so unfavorable that these processes are not possible in this age. Therefore Lord Chaitanya, by his causeless mercy, he has given us this process. Harennama, Harennama, Harennama iva kevalam, kalau nasti va gatiranatha. In this age, actually, Harennama, simply by chanting the holy name. Harennama, simply by chanting the holy name. Harennama, again, try. Simply by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Harennama, Harennama, Harennama iva kevalam. You should always do this. Kalo, in this age, nastiva, there is no other alternative. Nastiva, there is no other alternative. Nastiva, there is no other alternative. 3 times again. Nastiva, 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 gatiranatha. There is no.
The following is a class from the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, Volume 8, Chapter 20, Text 142 through 143, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupad, recorded in December of 1966 in New York.
Daridranash bhavakkha prame for not. Prem sukh bhoga mukha prajan hai. So, by devotional service, one should not expect my miserable material condition may be improved, or I may be liberated from this material entanglement. That is also a kind of sense gratification. If I want that let me be free from this entanglement, just like the yogis and the jnanis, they try to be free from this material entanglement. But in the devotional service, there is no such desire. In the devotion, because it is pure love, there is no expectation that I shall be profited in this way. No. It is not a profitable commercial business that unless I get in return something, I shall not practice this devotional service in Krishna consciousness. There is no question of profit. Lord Chaitanya prays to the Lord like this. Na dhanang, na janang, na sundaring, kavitang va jagadisha kamai, mamo janmani, janmani, ishare, avatad bhakti, rahituki kai. He said, my dear Lord, Jagadisha. Jagadisha means the Supreme Lord, Krishna. Jagat means this world, material world or spiritual world, all world, Jagat. Jagat, gacchati iti Jagat, which is progressing, that is called Jagat. The Jagat Isha, the Supreme Master of this Jagat, going concern, Jagadisha, the Supreme Master of this Jagat, I pray unto you that I do not want, na dhanam, I do not want any wealth, na janam, I do not want any number of followers, na dhanam, na kavitang bhajagadisha kame. Kavitang means very nice, wise, poetical. I do not want. Then, what do you want? Mama janmani share. Janmani means birth after birth. So, he does not want liberation also. Because when you speak of liberation, there is no birth. Madhyamagatya punarjanmana vidyate. One who reaches the kingdom of God, he hasn't got to come back again to take birth here. So here Lord Chaitanya says, Mama janmani, birth after birth. That means I do not want liberation also. Mama janmani janmani. Then what do you want? Na Ishare bhavatad bhakti rahipati. My dear Lord, I may be put in any condition of my life, but please bestow this benediction that I may not forget. That I may not forget, because due to my forgetfulness, I am suffering so much. So if I can remember you, I don't mind in whatever condition I am. Yes, this is that. Janglabdha chapadam lavang in the Bhagwat Gita, in the 6th chapter you find, in the yoga system. Janglabdha chapadam lavang mannate nadikang sataha. When one achieves that perfection of yoga, janglabdha, by gaining that perfection, janglabdha chapadam lavang, then he has no other desire to achieve. Just like we achieve something in this material world, but that does not stop our desire to achieve something more. I may achieve millions of dollars, but that does not make me satisfied. I want further 10 millions of dollars. And when I get further 10 millions of dollars, then I desire for further 100 millions of dollars. There is no cessation. So, here is a thing. Krishna consciousness, one who is perfect in that system, Bhakti Yoga system. The Bhagavad Gita says, Janglabdha chaparang lavang namannati adhikam. Adhikam means greater than this. We desire something which is greater than what I possess now. That's right, it is. I have got $100 million, and I want millions of dollars, because that amount is greater than what I possess now. But one who possesses this devotional service, he does not think anything there is in the world which is more valuable. So why should he inquire? Why should he desire? He has thought the sublime things. Janglabdha chapanam lavang. Lavang means gain. Mannate na. He does not think. No. What is that? Adhikam. Adhikam means greater. If I have got $2 possession, and if you offer me $10, I think, oh, it is better. So he possesses such a thing that nothing is greater than. Because he possesses devotional service. Krishna consciousness is not different from Krishna. So therefore he possesses Krishna, and what thing can be greater than Krishna? Therefore he is fully satisfied. Janglabdhya chapadang lavang mannati nadikangadaha jasmin sthite gurunapi dukkhena na vichallati. And one who is situated in that condition, then gurunapi dukkhena, the severest type of misery offered to him, he is not shaken, he is steady. Steady, just like a 5-year-old boy, Prahlad Maharaj, and his father a thief. You nutshell boy, you are chanting God's name. Who is God? I am God. Why don't you chant my name? If you don't do that, then I shall throw you in the fire. He is steady. He said, Father, I cannot do that. Little boy. You nonsense, you cannot do that. How do you dare to speak before me like this? Even the demigods, they are afraid of me. Oh, yes, Father. By the mercy of whom you are speaking so nicely, so by the mercy of him I am speaking also like that. I don't care for anyone's mercy. So this is so much wrath of a severe father. Oh, he is not steady. Steady. So that is the characteristic of a pure devotee. Even in the greatest difficulty, Even in the greatest danger, he is not certain. He is steady. Janglabdha. This is the perfection of yoga. When one is steady in every circumstance, there is the perfection of yoga. That can be achieved easily by this Krishna consciousness. Janglabdha. Chaparang labham mannate na jasvinsite guruna dukkena na vichalati. So here also, we should not be aspiring after improving our material condition or liberation or anything. These are all desires. They say that we desire less. But desire cannot be completely absent because I am living entity. So my desire should be not to forget Krishna, that's all. That what desire? That is real desire. And all other desires, they are foolish. So we cannot be desireless, but we should desire only bona fide. It's like I am part and parcel of the Supreme. So if I desire to work in cooperation with the Supreme, that is my natural position. That is desireless. If you, suppose in this material condition, if you desire to eat, that is natural. So long you have got this body, you have to eat. If somebody says, oh, you are desiring eating, nobody says that. Similarly, what is natural desire, that is permitted. And what is not natural, that is called become desireless. Don't desire like this, unnatural. The desirelessness means not to desire unnatural things, but to desire Krishna's remembrance. That is natural. Because I am part and parcel, how can I forget? This forgetfulness is the cause of my so many desires. And as soon as I desire Krishna, then there is no other desire. That is desire. So, Prem Sukh Bhog Mukha Prema. Prem Sukh, the happiness in the matter of our reciprocation as the whole and the part and parcel, that sense is the highest pleasure. That is aspire after. Not that by becoming Krishna consciousness we may desire some material profits. That is not. Ved Shastri kahe sambandha vidheya prejan Krishna Krishna bhakti prem teen mahag. No. We are aspiring after possessing something. Possessiveness. What we should possess? The possession is Krishna, and desire is reciprocation between Krishna and myself, and the ultimate end is love. That's all. Just like we have got perfect reflection of that love here, it's between the two lovers. They don't want anything. He wants she, she wants he. Yes. That is desire. And that is the progression of loving affair. And the ultimate aim that they are peaceful in love. This is only perverted reflection of the real love, which is reciprocated with Krishna. Here there is no possibility of love. This is all lust. But we call it love because it is just a reflection. Just real. That is real and it is unreal. That's like shadow and reality. There is gulf of difference between the shadow and reality. So whatever love we see in this world, that love is only a perverted reflection of the real love with Krishna. Vedadi sakal shastra Krishna mukha sambandha tar jane anusange jay maya bandha. So, a devotee is not anxious for liberation because his intimate connection with Krishna means he is liberated. One cannot be in intimate touch with Krishna unless one is liberated. So, liberation and intimate connection with Krishna is the same thing. Jisam antagatam papam jananam punnakarmanam tedannam mahanirmakta bhajanti mang vidabrata. Jisam, have you got Bhagwat Gita here? Yes, just try to find out this sloka. I don't remember rightly. I think in the 8th chapter. Gīthām antagatam papam janāna punna karmanam tedannam mahanirmakta bhajanti māna durabrata. Jīshām means those who are antagatam papam. Papam means sinful reaction. One who has surpassed all sinful reactions. Jīshām antagatam papam. Jananam, that person, punna karmanam, who has done never any sinful action, but always engaged in the matter of pious activities, punna karmanam, such persons can only devote himself fully in the service of the Lord Krishna. Have you got it? What is that?
But those men of virtuous deeds,
Yes.
when sin has come to an end, free from the delusion of dualities,
Yes.
worship me steadfast in their vows.
Yes. So, to worship Krishna steadfast means he is liberated from delusion. That is mukti. One who has got still some doubt, why shall I worship Krishna? That means he is still in delusion. And still the reaction of his sinful life is not finished. A slight doubt means there is slight tinge still. And one who is dandamaho nirmukta, duality. Duality means whether I shall do it or not. Whether I shall stick up to this process of Krishna consciousness or not. This is called duality. So, one who is free from all the sinful reactions, he has no more duality. He has firm said, yes, Krishna worship is the final. So, Krishna worship means he is liberated already. Just like the same example, if a man is sitting on the High Court bench, it is to be understood that he has passed all education and qualification and is a good lawyer, that there is no more necessity to ask whether you have passed any examination or law examination. This is foolishness. Similarly, if one is, strictly in Krishna consciousness, then it is to be understood that he is liberated. Liberation, the definition of liberation is, in the Srimad Bhagavatam, mukti, sarupena avasthiti, hitya annatha, mukti hitva annatha rupam, sarupena avasthiti. Mukti means hitva annatha rupam. Now we are represented in different kinds of formalities. You have got different kinds of idea, I have got different kinds of idea, another man has different kinds of idea. There are different, therefore we are clashing each other. This is the sign of bondage. And mukti means when we are liberated from these different kind of ideas. And sarupena avastiti, when you are situated in a constitutional position, that is called mukti, liberation. And what is our constitutional position? Oh, I am the part and parcel of the Supreme Krishna. Then what is my duty? The duty, part duty is to serve the whole. That's all. Just like your hand, part of your body, what is the duty of hand? To serve the body. It is very easy thing. If you are part and parcel of the Supreme, then what is your duty? Your duty is to serve Him. You have no other duty. So, one who understands this fondly and convincingly is liberated. Is liberated. Oh, how can I say that he is also now going to the office, he is dressing like ordinary man? What do you mean? Mukti means he will dress like something else, or he will have 4 hands or 8 legs? No. Simply change of consciousness, that's all. The Krishna consciousness means change of your consciousness. I am thinking I am this matter, I have got so many duties with this material world. So when you change this consciousness, no, I belong to Krishna, I am part and parcel of Krishna, therefore whole energy should be for Krishna. This is Krishna. Now I am applying all my energy to this material conception of life. When you apply your energy, your transcendental energy to Krishna, then you are liberated. Therefore, a devotee of Krishna, pure devotee of Krishna, they are not hankering after Krishna. Mukti. They say, Mukti mukulitanjali sevate asman. Oh, the Mukti lady is standing with folded hands. My dear sir, what can I do for you? And devotee doesn't care. What can I do for me? I don't want your help. There is a nice verse of Billamangal Thakur. He lived for 700 years in Vrindavan. And he became a great devotee of Krishna. In the beginning, he was an impersonalist. His life is very nice. It is better to cite his life. He was a South Indian Brahmin, a very rich man, and very much sensual. He kept one prostitute. Because he was so much, devoted to the prostitute that he was performing his father's death ceremony, and he was asking the priest, please haste, make haste, I have to go. But prostitute. So, he was a very rich man, a priestly anyway, he finished that business. Then, there was ceremony, he took very nice food stuff in a bag, and he was going to that prostitute's house. But when he came out of his home, it was raining torrent. So, he never cared for that raining. He went to the riverside. There was no boat, and the river was waving. Waves were very furious. And how can I go the other side? He was really going to the other side of the river. Then, anyway, he crossed over by swimming. Then the prostitute thought, it is today raining, and he may not come. So he blocked the door and went to sleep. And when he came to the house, he saw the door is locked, and it was raining still. So how can I go? So he crossed over the wall by catching one snake Just see how much intensely he was attacked. And he went to the prostitute and he was astonished. Well, Villamangal, his name was Villam. How do they have to come here like this? Oh, he did that. Yes. I did this. Oh, the prostitute was astonished. Her name was Chintam. So the prostitute said, my dear Villamangal, if you have got so intense love for me, had it been for God, for Krishna, how would have been your life sublime? That started. Yes. He at once left and went back. Yes, yes. Then he was Vrindavan, where he saw another beautiful woman. Because he has practiced that habit, so he was going behind. Although he determined, now I am going to Vrindavan. On the way, he was again attracted by another woman. So he followed that woman. That woman belonged to a respectable family. So he came and the woman said to her husband, this man is following me. Please ask, what is the idea? The husband asked, my dear sir, you appear to be a very nice gentleman and you belong to a very aristocratic family from your appearance, I understand. What do you want? You are following my wife. He said, yes, I am following your wife because I want to embrace her. Oh, you want to embrace? Come on, embrace. Come on, you are welcome, come on. So, the wife also, there is a guest. He wants to embrace you and kiss you. So, please decorate yourself nicely so that he may enjoy. The wife also followed the instruction of his husband, because wife's duty is to follow the instruction. And when Villamangal came inside, before the woman, he said, my dear mother, will you kindly give your hairpins? Yes. Why? I have got some business. He took the hairpin and at once pierced his eye. So this eye is my enemy. And he became blind. Then all of them, that's all right. Now, no more I shall be disturbed. So in that blindness, you are penanting, austerities in Vrindavan. So, by the grace of Krishna came like a boy. Oh, my dear sir, why you are starving? Why didn't you take some milk? Oh, who are you, my dear boy? I am a boy and this village. I am a cowherd boy. If you like, I can give you daily some milk. So, Krishna was supplying him milk. So, there was friendship. And he has written that bhakti is such a thing that mukti mukalitanjali sevate asmat. Mukti is nothing for me. This is his word. Mukti mukalitanjali sevate asmat. So, we have no desire for mukti. When Krishna comes to supply milk, then what is the use of my mukti? So that's a great soul, Villamangal Thakur. It is worth to remember his name. For 700 years he lived in Vrindavan. And he has written a nice book which is called Krishna Karnamrita. That is a very authoritative book, Krishna Karnamrita. Lord Chaitanya picked up this book and he recommended all his devotees to read that, Krishna Karnamrita. Thank you.
Do you have it?
Yes.